My name's Mike Rowe, and this is my job.
Jobs that make civilized life possible for the rest of us. Now, get ready to get dirty. Coming up on Dirty Jobs.
That's a 5-inch Ultra Salute. It's firecracker, a big one.
If you want more bang for your buck, you can't do better than Little Big Shots in Pennsylvania.
You make the firecrackers to the 4th of July. Depends on.
It's run by a guy called Albert. Make sure you have a blast.
My left one is, yeah. Feels good when it's shut.
Welcome to the fireworks business. The good thing about the mouse color is we mix that in a different way.
What do you do? Bring in a monkey?
I'd like to have a monkey to do this.
You kind of do today.
Yeah.
I got all my fingers.
At this point, I managed to keep all my body parts up to this point.
It's a good goal to have.
Yeah.
It's like any business. Now, if memory serves, I'm going to push this through the screen. What are the total man hours that go into whatever this thing, this golden strobe?
I don't know. How long have you been at it?
A couple weeks, it seems. Just think about how much of that stuff I got back in my eye just now. It's just like a magnet.
All right, at some point, you're going to be able to spray it.
And the moisture on the pellets.
It's enacting the dextrin. It makes them sticky, and it helps it to pick up more of the powder.
So with every turn, the diameter of these little things increases, ever so slightly.
This is our core. This is the last color that we're going to see burn. You're doing a nice job. Look at how uniform.
Thank you.
This 20 pounds is eventually going to be 20 12-inch shells at $190 a piece.
You're looking at $2,000 worth of value.
If somebody said, well, you had to work for a day to make $2,000 worth of material, you'd say, okay.
I've had worse days.
How boring. Believe you me, I do have to keep telling myself that.
I believe you. Any advice for fire maniacs out there?
Don't get into the business.
Don't do it?
When you're a hobbyist or you just like fireworks or just want to read about them or make a couple fireworks a year, that's one thing. The second you get into the business, you got to stand there for hours on end doing what you're doing. It's not fun anymore.
When you turn your avocation into a vocation, you get no vacation.
As the balls get bigger, they need to be turned in a different drum so they remain round. Now, normally, Albert has the other drum already set up, but he also normally doesn't have to share this room with 4 other people and 3 cameras.
I have a problem. I generally stand on the outside.
That's okay.
Coming up.
You would think with a name like Igniter, it's just right on the verge of going up in flames.
Well, it's black powder.
Prime's not black powder?
Prime is black powder.
Prime's Igniter.
No, this is Ignite.
You can't let your early failures get you down.
You okay, Mike?
You got to get back to work and not let it get in your head.
I'm sorry, man, I tore its head.
Because really, they're just machines.
This is like some nightmare out of some crazy old mill.
Nothing to be afraid of.
Let go, let go. I don't like this machine.
Good.
This machine was made specifically for this?
Yes.
A 12-inch color shell like this sells for $210, and Albert makes an average of 15 of them every day. In that same period, he can crank out 110 of the 5-inch color shells, which go for $28 a pop, so to speak.
You gotta suck.
Yeah. Here's a letter from a kid named Tommy Dugan. He's 10. He writes, Dear Mike, my cousin Simon said he saw a cow at the state fair with a window built into its belly. Simon said he could look through the glass and see the food inside of the cow. Simon doesn't...
So we can go in and collect partially digested food, and we'd use it for research. We can tell how much is digested.
We was just needing a cow for this, and so I went out and bought one, so we brought it back here, and Dr. Humphrey and Bill, they've
Modified it.
modified it just a little
surgically.
And she's been here for about the last 6 years.
I'm sufficiently titillated. Let's bring in Bluebell if we can.
And that's what kind of separates the reticulum from the rumen. Why don't you go in first and get oriented?
My fingers are right here.
You can feel it,
right there.
Now, can you see if you can feel an opening? That's where her esophagus comes in. And when she swallows, sometimes you can catch what she swallows.
Yeah, I'm right there. Oh, God, don't light a match. That's a great look. Look at that.
Yeah, that is a good look.
So there's a ton of room, and then all of a sudden, she contracts and is gone. And maybe, yeah, there you go, when she lets go. Oh, dear. Retire this camera. Well, it's fascinating, and we should probably plug her back up and let her do what she does.
Okay. Kind of a workout.
It kind of is. I'm afraid to push too hard.
Oh.
There you go.
That's it.
The cow's plugged back up.
Yep.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
You know what? I wonder why you don't have any friends.
Is it a Troy?
Your wife is one lucky lady.